161, great to make the hook up there, Matt.
As user about.
Yeah, Matt, J. Juliet Alpha Yankee was my name for your further.
Hi, this is cbradiomagazine.com, and we've got a new video for you. I apologize, it's been quite a while since we've had a video out, but there hasn't been a whole lot of new gear on the market. And you're in luck today. We've got something new to show you that's kind of interesting. This is the Uniden BC906W wireless CB microphone. This is a wireless microphone that connects to your radio, and well, I guess the connector piece connects to your radio. The microphone itself is wireless. It has a link system that connects it to its adapter piece that's connected to the radio. It allows you to walk around and talk and listen to your CB radio while you're away from it. This works with the new Uniden 680, 880, and 980. It retails for around $85 up to $99. I think most places you'll probably find it from around $85 or so. So it's a little bit pricey, but definitely is something that's very interesting. It has a push-to-talk button here, a sync button here, so you can sync up with the unit. And on here, we've got our volume controls. So basically what you're hearing is a conversation taking place on my Uniden 980 on lower sideband, and the radio is nowhere to be seen. I've got the box here, I've got the box for the microphone. The radio is actually out in the shack where I've got all my radio gear, and we're about 50 feet away inside the house, and we're still able to receive, and we actually can transmit as well using this microphone, and it's basically using your system in a remote manner. Now, Uniden actually had to get a special waiver of the FCC rules to be able to make this microphone and license and sell it. The rule in the FCC licensing rules and stuff for regulations regarding CB radio is that you can't operate a station remotely, and those rules were made back in the days when they were worried about people using CB stations kind of like repeaters and things like that, remote operation. They didn't want people doing that, and they didn't understand that at that time when they made those rules that in the future people would have Bluetooth type operations, things like this that can sync up with one unit and no other units. So they went to the FCC, they got a special waiver to be able to build and sell this microphone, and here we have this very unique device that allows you to talk on your radio without being anywhere near your radio. It's being marketed as something that would be good for truckers, especially if they're getting out at a loading zone or something and they're still trying to talk to people who are loading or unloading the truck, or a dispatcher there, or if they're at a scene of an accident, they need to get out of their vehicle, or even if they're getting out of their vehicle for some reason while they're putting on chains or something else and they need to communicate with other drivers. That's kind of where the idea comes in. I don't think they were thinking about it in terms of a home base type scenario, but basically, you know, this gives you the freedom to walk around your house and talk on the radio with this type of unit. Now, I will go and show you the rest of the gear here and show you how it's hooked up to the radio and what comes with this particular unit and how it works. Alright guys, let's show you what this microphone comes with. Comes with a car charger. Uses a mini USB port type connection, and this plugs into your cigarette lighter or accessory adapter outlet on your vehicle. Comes with a belt clip, so you can clip your microphone into this and you can walk around your house, you can get out of your vehicle, you can go barbecue at the park. As long as your radio is on, you could keep on talking or listening to the radio. So very interesting idea. But it comes with a belt clip so you can walk around with it. This is the main cradle. This is what hooks up to the radio, just a standard 6-pin cord, just plugs in just like any other microphone. This gets its power from the radio. It's got a find sync button on here. This is so if you lose your microphone, you can, like if you're in your vehicle and it slides between the seats, you can't find it. Technically, you should be able to press this and have the microphone start beeping. It should do a tone from what the instructions is saying. I tried to do it, it didn't work, so I'm not exactly sure what I did wrong, but that's what it says in the instructions. You should be able to press this and it'll make a tone on the microphone so you can find your microphone. This can be mounted, comes with some mounting screws, and you can mount this and then you could hook your microphone into the cradle here, and this could mount someplace in your vehicle, or you could just throw it on the ground and never touch it again if you don't need to. The microphone works independently of the cradle in the sense that it doesn't need to be charged by the cradle. The cradle doesn't charge it. The cradle just is a receiver for the microphone. And along those lines, I think depending on where you have the cradle might affect the signal for the microphone, since it is syncing with that wirelessly. So if you shove this under the seat or underneath your floor mats, it may have a little bit trouble going further away for your signal. So, just think about that, I guess, when you're hooking it up. Microphone again itself, it's got the button here on and off, and it's sync. I just plugged this thing in, put the battery in, and it automatically is ready to go. I pushed the button, it turned on, and it was synced and powered on, and I was able to start using it. So I don't know exactly, when it says sync, it's not like some things where you have to sync it or spend time pressing it and holding it down. It just turned it on and it synced with the cradle, at least as far as I can tell in the instructions. The mini USB port is on the bottom of the microphone. I've got it actually charging in the computer right now, and I wasn't sure if it would work or not, but since it's just a standard USB port, shouldn't be any reason why it wouldn't, and I plugged it in. It's flashing red and green, that means it's charging. When it flashes orange and green, that means it's fully charged. In using the microphone, if you get a solid green, when you turn it on, that means the battery is full. If you get a solid red, that means your battery is low. If the green is flashing it should flash while you're transmitting. It doesn't turn red on transmit, it flashes green. The microphone has up-down controls again here for your volume. There's a speaker in here that you're listening to your conversations on, and that controls the volume of that. In the back, you can see the little battery pack, just like portable phones, kind of battery. Plugs right in there, just a little plug. Got your clip here and your push to talk button again. So that's about all there is to it. The battery cover here, of course, clips on. The range is listed in here at 100 meters, which I originally read some documents when the FCC was giving them approval to set up this thing, and it said 100 feet in the documents, I remember, but it says 100 meters in the directions. Now, I don't know if that's a misprint, but there's 3 meters to a foot or so, so quite a long distance in terms of, roughly 300 feet. And that would be pretty, good for a little wireless transmitter. Now, obviously, I don't know how far you can go and have this thing work properly. I went roughly about 50 feet from my dining room out here to the shack, and as you can see, it worked fine from the dining room. So you could carry this thing around the house. You could sit on the couch, watch TV, talk on your radio. Your radio doesn't have to be in the living room, doesn't have to be anywhere near you. You could be out in your garage. That's cool. And you could be out in your vehicle. I mean, I don't know how well with linears or amplifiers or things like that for in terms of remote keying your vehicle, but potentially, as long as the RF signal isn't going to interfere with the wireless connection, which it shouldn't, because completely separate frequencies and pretty far removed from each other. But potentially you could turn on your linear amplifier, turn on your radio, and go to the park and be barbecuing, sitting on a beach in a lawn chair and talking on your radio through your vehicle, or again in your backyard, talking through your base station. So pretty neat. Yeah, I mean, it's just something where it's not something we would have thought of 10-15 years ago as possible, and nowadays, with Bluetooth and everything else, it seems like it makes total sense. So interesting new technology. And again, sorry I haven't had more videos, more reviews on the website lately, just not a whole lot of stuff coming out. There's going to be some new stuff coming out this summer, though. A couple new radios, some sideband radios, so excitement about that. There are going to be some export models. And as soon as we see some more stuff, we'll get on the website. So thanks for watching, cbradiomagazine.com.